Hello and welcome to Mama Lily's kitchen. Today I'm going to present to you tomato stew with some fresh veggies as usual, and we're going to do this with some well-seasoned fish, lightly seasoned as usual, but crispy and really good without oil, and so let's just go shortly through the ingredients. We're going to accompany that stew, tomato stew, with rice. So that's the rice. We have onion, 2 medium-sized onion. We have garlic, 1 to 2 garlic. We have fish, 5 pieces of big fish. We have paprika, fresh paprika, red and yellow. If you have green, add that as well. We have our olive oil, native olive oil, bio-olivenöl. We have our pink salt, Salz. We have our poivre de pinja, Weisse-Pfeffer, aus Cameroon. We have, this is very important, we need these 2 tomatoes, right? We need the tin tomatoes. You see, I have 2 different types. I have the one in the tin and I have the one in the sachet. It's important to give that color. And I equally have fresh tomatoes. I have 5 fresh tomatoes. I have a lot of spring onion and some parsley. And as usual, my pepper will not fail. And I have carrot, 4 medium-sized carrot. And now let me just go shortly and explain to you these main ingredients of Cameroon stew. It's called ginseng. I decided to put the seed right there to show you. You can also see the powder form of it. So the powder one makes cooking easier. I decided to just show you the seed. It's called ginseng. It's very important in Cameroon stew. Just stay tuned and I'm going to take you along the steps in preparing this stew. Thank you. As I earlier mentioned in the intro, we're going to prepare today tomato stew. It's called stew in Cameroon. So as I told you, we are going to do it with fresh fish. That's a fish. So these are all the ingredients I've shown you guys before. This is our carrot, washed and sliced. This is our spring onion and parsley. Our red onion, slice a part of it with the red bell and the yellow bell pepper. This we're going to put at the end, just stay connected. That's our shallot right in front there. We have chopped it. We always garnish with our shallot at the end, if you have been following my videos. And we have our onion there with habanero pepper. I think that's how it's called. I just know it in Cameroon like pepper. So habanero pepper, that's it, just a little, not so much. And this is our tomatoes blended. So let's start cooking. We'll begin with our seasoning this fish. I seasoned it with a bit of salt, pink salt as usual, and a bit of fish spices for my darling sister Janda. To show this, just a little, and 2 eating spoons. That's it there. That's why you have this. Yeah, that's how it looks like this. Put that for about 15 minutes. And now we want to add some fresh stuff into it, like a fresh garlic. Very important to season with fresh garlic. It's just something fresh garlic does to your seasoning and to your food. It just takes it to another level. And I love it. I think this is just fine. To do this gently. You see our fish has been, that's just all we need. A seasoning, the pink salt, the fish spices, fresh garlic. I think that's all. That's all we need. So let's start up. As I said, I'm not going to fry this fish. Remember, I try to cook healthy, try to limit oil, and I'm going to get a very crunchy result at the end without frying it. Just stay connected and watch. As usual, add 3 eating spoons of virgin olive oil. But now we'll just use 2 because we're not cooking yet. We're just trying to warm up this fish before we take it up to the oven. Put on our oven. As I said, we're not going to fry the fish. We're just going to toast it a little and then put it in the oven. So I think our oil is just good now. You see, this is just olive oil, 2 eating spoons. As you can see, our fish slices. This is a very big fish. So this is what I mean by toasting it lightly, because this fish is not yet cooked. So at this level, we're going to remove it and put it in the oven to bake on medium heat. And then we're going to see it's not yet cooked. This is just to hold it all together. Very lightly seasoned, not so much seasoning. And that's just fine. So just keep watching. This is just how it's supposed to be. So we're going to put this now in the oven so that it continues to cook and give it that crispy taste we want to have at the end, although it was fried, although it was not fried. So we want to reduce in our heat. Remove this out. I don't know if you can see this. I made some holes in there and stuck in that fresh garlic into it. All this goodness is also going in the oven. Let's pop this in the oven for about 20 minutes on the just normal temperature. In the meantime, we want to start preparing our stew. Delicious tomato stew, tomato sauce. 3 eating spoons of virgin olive oil. For this stew, right at the end, I think we'll have to add in 2 more eating spoons of olive oil to activate this entire goodie. This goodness you see all here. We're going to activate it all. I think I had a little of water in my pot. That's not so bad, just have to be careful. Wir machen heute Tomatensoße, kamerunische Art. Da ist ein bisschen scharf da drinnen. Mit genügend Zwiebeln. Die braucht man, rote Zwiebeln. Für Aroma und für alles. Scharf muss nicht zu scharf sein, einfach babyscharf. Und dann haben wir Knoblauch, passierte Tomaten, frische Tomaten und 1 Dose gute Tomaten püriert. Und jetzt bleib einfach dran und schau mal zu. So we begin by putting, you see the tomato colors are different. I blended all the tomatoes I showed at the beginning. So this is this passierte tomato. I blended it with a bit of garlic, with a bit of onion, and these are the fresh tomatoes. So we start with this one. So first of all, remove that satay from it. We let this to cook maybe for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll put in the fresh tomato. And also my injunction that I mentioned at the beginning, the powder one, it is right in there. It was also blended. We let this to cook for about 3 minutes, and we're going to add in the other tomatoes. While the first batch of our tomatoes is cooking, we want to equally press the rest of our fresh garlic for seasoning, or for garnishing at the end of our fish. I don't know if you can see this. See how our fish, look at how it is baking so nicely. Just transforming from that dull fish uncooked to one delicious, tasty and crispy fish. Just stay tuned. As usual, we want to add in some white pepper, poivre de pinja in there. Frische Knoblauch, comme dazu noch Pfeffer, frische Pfeffer gemahlen. Diese Pfeffer kommen extra aus Cameroon. Es nennt sich poivre de pinja. Aroma ist sehr gut und ist ein bisschen scharf. Es fehlt niemals in meiner Küche. Ist immer dabei. As usual, we have our olive oil because we need this for garnishing of our fish. At the end, we need here just 2 spoons. We want to be careful with salt. So we have not even introduced salt in this whole process. I think our tomatoes are good to add in the other part. Look at that color. Now we're going to add in this. So this is a whole bit of good tomato stew, a generous pot of it. We're going to allow this to cook because we have our njangsa in there. We're going to allow this to cook for about 20 minutes. While our tomatoes is cooking, let me take you how I got these nice slices. You just go 3 times. 1, that's 3, and on the other part you go just like this. Then you have 2 slices. Those beautiful slices. In the meantime, we want to put in our rice because this tomato stew is going to be accompanied with rice. So put in our rice to cook. You could cook in a pot, you could cook in a rice cooker, just whatever you want to, how you want to cook it. It's easy, just a bit of salt, a bit of water, not too much, and yeah, olive oil as usual. And then you get some good rice. Stay tuned. So as you can hear behind me, our fish is ready. We want to either reduce the heat just to keep it hot. Turn off the heat, but just keep it hot so that it all has the same temperature at the end. So now we haven't put in salt. This is the moment to introduce in salt. So this spoon should be fine. I don't cook in seasoning cube. Salt is just fine for me. See how good that looks. It still has to cook again for about maybe 10 more minutes. So it still has to cook again for about 10 minutes, but the salt is almost there. You have to adjust a little again, but it's almost there. While our tomato sauce is cooking, our stew, maybe it needs 5 more minutes to go or higher 6 minutes. We want to grill this very lightly. So for that, we need a 2-spoon virgin olive oil. I told you I have to add it at the end to revive our stew. So it comes right in here. So 1 and 2. We're just going to have this toasted lightly with our onion. This, first of all, we're going to do our Carrot, a little bit longer since it's harder, so that it gets almost the same crunch with our red and yellow bell pepper and the onion. So we're going to put in our carrot, we're going to grill it lightly, and then we add in our onion, we add in our red bell peppers, and we're going to put all into our sauce, into our tomato stew. And this equally is going to come in just at the end, because we don't have to cook all this stuff for so long. We want to enjoy the vitamin, those natural stuff, natural God-given vitamin. We want to enjoy it and not cook it all up. So this looks just okay. As you can see, all these are beautiful vegetables with all the vitamin, not so cooked. They are getting ready to join that nice stew, tomato stew. We just want to do this lightly. 1 minute, 2 minutes. We put it into the stew. Then our food is ready. As usual, I'm going to set the table up for you all, so don't miss that part. See you later. You see how good this tomato stew looks? You know it is ready when that little amount of oil you put, all together maybe 4, 5, 18 spoons of olive oil. When you see it just hanging around the sides, you know tomato sauce is good. Look at this. You see how thick it is? And very tasty. Very good. This is it. You can enjoy some delicious food without too much. I mean, just eating well, enjoying the food with all the taste and all the nutrients. So there we are. So guys, the food is ready and served on the table as usual. That's tomato stew with some crunchy veggies in it, and with rice. And as I told you, look at our fish. We didn't have to fry this fish. We just did the way we did together and put it in the oven, and it's crunchy, delicious, very nice. And if you like such recipes, leave me a comment, subscribe, share, and let me know, or you try it. So I think we should taste this together. Let me have a taste. Don't bother about this other part of rice that got some accident on the way, but it's just okay. The taste is there, it's delicious, and that's the most important. So let's try this. So some of the fish is in there, and some people like that fish in the sauce, some like it out of the sauce, so I just do both options. So let me try this. Oh man, ist das gut. Lecker. Probier mal, sag mir, ob es genauso wie es schmeckt. Es ist einfach super. Ganz gesund, frisch und knackig. Also bleibt dran und sagt mir gerne, wenn ihr solche Videos von mir noch öfters sehen möchtet. Tschüss.